Good evening and what's up YouTube? Dark Jedi here with another video update on my Intex Easy Set 10-foot pool to pond conversion. Right now it's running with the new Intex rated at 2,500 gallon per hour pump, but actually has a system flow rate of 1,900. I know there's people out there that bought this pump and then they realize it's only 1,900. Well, only is a relative term. At 1,900 system flow rate, it's got more than enough horsepower to power the fountain as well as the incoming jet. You can see the thrust coming in from that aerating jet. That basically works by doing an air injection right into the water return mix, which is perfect for aerating a pond like this, which has hundreds of fish in it. We got lucky there. We caught a little baby black bullhead for a moment. Anyway, right now I've got the valve turned on roughly a less than 40%, I would say, to the fountain. If we go over here to the filter, by turning this knob, observe the fountain. The pool is 10 feet in width. I can make the fountain actually reach beyond the edges of the pool. So I would say the arc on that fountain is at least 12 feet in width, and the height of it gets up to approximately, I'd say about 6 feet, because there's a couple jets that you can't really see. They're kind of off in the darkness. I'm going to turn this back down. And that's about a good comfortable size right now. Maybe give it a little bit more oomph. There we go. We can resize it just like that. But definitely spectacular fountain. Apologize for all the mold in the background. That's something we'll have to address later. I've got to get out and power wash the house. Right now the color changing lights are set onto the fade pattern, which basically cycles through all the colors. Makes it for an interesting display, and the fish don't seem to mind the transition from one color to another. The pump, of course, is borrowed from the pool. Here it is right here with the setup. I've got Intex 1.5-inch threaded hoses coming off the pump as it would be used in a larger pool. But as this is a smaller pool, you have to use these conversion adapters that take it down to 1.25 inch. You can see that the flow rate is absolutely incredible by the spinning doodad in the line. And here's how it connects into the T adapter. So the only thing that is of a complaint is the noise of the pump. And since I'm not going to need all this flow, the best way I'm going to come up with doing it, or at least I'm going to try it, this is an experimentation type thing, is I ordered a $20 rheostat from Amazon, the place where I spend my life, Amazon.com. And what this is for, it's basically a fan speed controller, but it has the capability, of course, to regulate any motor, any electric motors, RPM, and since that motor spins at a constant rate, by putting that in line to it, I'll be able to cut the power off to the pump, maybe drop it by a few hundred gallons per hour, and at the same time drop the noise. And since I'm not really needing all this flow, I can do with a little bit less of it. That's going to be a good way to go. Most likely in the future when I build my pond, it's going to have, of course, a real pond pump, and those are a lot quieter. Right now the pool has nothing attached to it for the moment. I've ordered some 1.25 inch adapters. I'm actually going to put the old 1000 that was on the pond back onto the pool for winter, because pretty much the pool will not be used at this point, so all it needs to do is just circulate the water. In the spring, I'll be getting a sand filter and motor assembly from Intex. Basically, they come as a kit. It's about a 3/4 horse to 1 horse motor, and it has a 110-pound sand capacity, but I will be using filter glass instead of sand, which has a 5-micron filtration rate as opposed to the 30-micron. And that will pretty much give the pool a maintenance-free effect. The only other thing that will be added later will be the saltwater system, so I'll have a chemical-free pool next year. But for now, this definitely works well. I've got a lot of the algae scraped off from the bottom. If I can bring it in close, you can see it's actually fairly clear on the bottom. The water was incredibly cloudy when I scrubbed the algae up this afternoon. And this is turning the water over, I would say, an estimated every 90 minutes. Based on the system flow, there's all kinds of water friction from the various pipe surfaces, fittings. These ribbed pipes are notorious for robbing, or should I say adding to the water friction problem, so robbing the gallon per hour rating on the pump. So I'm not sure what the actual system flow is on this, but could be about 1,400, 1,500. Not quite sure, but I would say at least subtract a few hundred off for all the various plumbing it has to go through, and not to mention the biofilter is a lot of media that it has to go through. It's a pressurized filter, so a little bit more is better than a little bit less in this case. So here's where we stand right now. It's looking good. I have also got the mushroom fountain. If you check out my other video that I filmed in the daytime, I had the mushroom on it. Probably go ahead and upload this, and I might just go ahead and change out the fountain just to see how it looks like at night with the mushroom on it. But I'm more of a chandelier fountain kind of guy. I definitely prefer this kind of 2-tier or even 3-tier if I had it effect. It just has a lot better appearance to it. But that's just a matter of taste. This is all about seeing what works the best. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hope you like this video, and hope it inspires you to have a little fun with the kiddie pool and with some pool parts and see what you can come up with. From Sanford, North Carolina, good night. And remember to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.